Today I'm presenting a factory refurbished Yamaha U1. Stick around, these are great deals. Hi, this is Ted Barsula with Alamo Piano Galleries. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. And if you have any questions or comments, leave those. We like to interact with the viewership. And also, if you haven't already, take a look at alamopianos.com online, shop our store, have a look at some of the pianos featured here on the video channel, but also look in particular for Yamaha U1s that are refurbished and remanufactured. This particular one was done by the company called Do Re Mi, and they supply a lot of retailers with essentially older used pianos that have been ran through a secondary manufacturing process. Everything is cleaned, made sure that it's up to par, otherwise it's replaced, and the hammers are readjusted. Everything is completely done inside the action to make sure they all work. They're cleaned up perfect. And the nice thing about these pianos is some of them come with a little bit of a limited warranty, but there is a warranty. And the other thing I wanted to mention is they come at less than half the price of a brand new one. And in most instances, there's about at least maybe another 15 or 20 years left of life in the piano. So they're a great investment and they're a great piano at an affordable price. If you're not looking for a brand new one with a 10-year warranty, I don't know of too many people that have ever really had to use a 10-year warranty on an acoustic piano. They're pretty, most manufacturers, I've said this before, if you are building and bringing to market a piano in this day and age, whether it's an upright or a grand piano, as long as it's not a digital, but if you're bringing an acoustic piano to market and you're selling them on a worldwide basis, it has to be a pretty decent quality instrument. And by that, the standard of pianos has gone up so much in the last 60 years because there's a lot of new areas of development and new areas of manufacturing. 60 years ago, I don't believe there was a piano factory in Indonesia. There weren't too many of them in China. And now there are the largest factory in the world is in China, and Indonesia has a number of plants for both Yamaha, Kawai, and even some other manufacturers. So with that, I want to talk a little bit about the specifics of a U1. They haven't changed. These are the same thing. It's a 48-inch upright piano. It's one of the industry standards. It's usually the go-to piano for, I had a lot of students when I taught piano that their families would go out and buy nothing else other than a Yamaha U1. Lately, they're looking for U1s, and they're also comparing and taking a look at the Kawai K300s. But the Yamaha U1s manage at 48 inches to give you almost a 47-inch string. And you've got a little bit over, it's like 2,100 square inches of soundboard. So you get a lot of great sound and projection. They also use great materials. They use solid spruce back posts, spruce materials in all the keys and the key bed. And then of course they have hard maple for the rims and hard maple for the pin block as well. They're very stable, tuned, sturdy, everything about the piano. And I can't say enough great things about it. It's a phenomenal piano for someone to start off on. Assuming I've known a lot of professional players that their first piano was a U1 and they couldn't even play it and they were intimidated by it. And by the time they were a teenager, they wanted a grand piano. So with that, let's have a listen to this U1 and see what you think. As I mentioned before, it's a great sounding piano. It could use a little touch up on the tuning. I had a few of them. It's been about 2 weeks since I tuned it. But anyway, I wanted to mention that the list price on U1s, a new Yamaha U1, if you go to a dealership, is going to run right around $12,000. That's the MSRP. There are deals, there are specials, and there are sales. And so you can really negotiate that price, depends on your dealership and how flexible they are and also the local economy. We have this one listed for, I believe the list price is somewhere around $7,000 or $8,000, and we have, again, discounts and sales and reductions that go along with that. And that's the one thing I wanted to mention, is that this is a high quality instrument, whether you get a brand new one or you get an older model that's been remanufactured or refurbished. There's a couple of minor changes. The one thing I will say that the older ones have is they have a slam down lid. They don't have the soft close lid. So if you're getting this for little ones in a house, well, you know, they need to be careful so their fingers don't get smashed in it. That's usually a lesson that's only learned once though. But when you have other kids visiting, that's when accidents will happen. I highly recommend a Yamaha U1 for any pianist. It's a great practice instrument. It's a great workout instrument. And some people might, you know, have a little bit of particularness about not wanting to have a U1 in their house. Anything less than a grand piano doesn't work. Well, everyone has their own levels. And we have all different kind of pianos. And in this day and age, believe it or not, we still do have a couple Spinets laying around here. And they're not anywhere near as expensive as this. So we do move a lot of used pianos. This is one of our more popular selling type of pianos here. A refurbished or remanufactured U1 piano comes in pretty high at the end of the year, how many unit counts we actually sell like that. So it is really an amazing instrument, and they are sought after. A lot of people that have friends that had one, they come in and say, hey, my friend got a great deal on a U1. And that's usually what they're talking about. So if you haven't already, go ahead, shop our website, alamopianogalleries.com. Have a look at some of the pricing, look at some of the comments from people, and check out maybe even some of the, you know, if you have any of these social media pages that are dedicated to pianos, ask a little bit about the remanufactured pianos that a lot of major retailers are selling. And meanwhile, we'll be looking for you next time. Again, my name is Ted Barsley with Alamo Piano Galleries, and thank you so much for watching.